All right, good evening. I've got 6:31. I'll call this meeting to order for the Columbus Common Council. This is our regular meeting for Tuesday, June 4th, 2019. Pat, when you're ready, could you please take a roll call?
Johnson? Reed? Not here. Ryan?
Here.
Tylen?
Here.
Tome?
Here.
Trexler?
Here. Thank you. If able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Thank you, Pat. Anyone present? Seeing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda. We have two items on the consent agenda. We have the Council and Committee of the Whole minutes from May 21st, 2019, and we also have a fireworks permit for the Columbus 4th of July from J&M Displays Incorporated. The rain date for the fireworks would be July 5th. Are there any questions on the items in the consent agenda? If there are no questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Any discussion on that? If none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Consent agenda is approved. On to new business number 1, review letters of application for the vacant District 1 aldermanic seat and take possible action on an appointment to the vacant District 1 aldermanic seat. We had application process open up until last Friday at noon, I believe. Clerk Gable has indicated we have not received any further letters of interest for the District 1 alderman vacancy besides the one letter that's contained in the packet that was received at the last committee of the whole meeting. So we have one submission letter of interest. The first thing I'll ask the council is, does the council want to consider this one applicant to fill the vacancy in District 1 at this point?
Yes.
Is there anyone opposed to that? Okay. If so, then should we want to ask the applicant or the candidate to come forward and answer any questions? Okay. Or to introduce themselves? Okay. Hi, Trina. Ian, would you mind coming forward to the podium? You'll have to grab that mic. Patrick can help you with that. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi.
I'm Ian Gray. I suppose I'll give you a little bit of a background on myself, and then I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. I'm an Air Force veteran. I very much enjoyed my military career. One of the greatest things about the military was the sense of community that we had. That's something that I haven't had for a long time until I moved here to Columbus. Everyone has greeted me with open arms. It's been truly amazing. Finally feel like I'm at home again. Since then, since I've been in Columbus, I started a career as a real estate agent, which is in itself incredibly rewarding. I wake up every morning knowing that I get to help people obtain the American dream. It's pretty awesome, honestly. But the other portion of that is it leaves my schedule pretty fluid and open so that I can start to give back to the community that I've grown to love. I'd be honored to serve as the District 1 alderperson.
Great. Thank you for introducing yourself, Ian, and for coming to the meeting and for submitting your letter of interest. Are there any questions for Ian while he's up? Okay, thank you, Ian.
Thank you.
We've been through this several times, and we have a slightly different process every time, it seems, since we only have one candidate for the seat, I think making a nomination and a second would be appropriate.
I'll make a motion to nominate Ian Gray for the District 1 aldermanic seat.
Second.
All right, we have a nomination and a second to nominate Ian Gray for the vacant District 1 aldermanic seat. Ian would be serving then from now until April of next year, the remainder of that vacancy. Is there any discussion on that? If none, all those in favor of appointing Ian Gray to the vacant District 1 aldermanic seat, please say aye.
Aye.
Is there any opposed? Seeing none, congratulations, Ian. If you don't mind, we'll have you sworn in between the meetings, and then if you'd like to come up and participate in the committee of the whole, you can do that, okay? Thank you. All right. On to number 2, consider and take action on donation of a water fountain for Meister Park from the Columbus Lions Club. This was reviewed at the committee of the whole. This is a donation from the Lions Club for a lion fountain that would be installed in Meister Park. I believe option 1 is the picture that we see in the photo here, which is closer to the existing bathrooms. Is that correct, Amy Jo? And that's the recommendation, the recommended location? Okay. Are there any questions on this? All right, unless there are any other questions, I'll entertain any action from the council to accept the donation.
I'll make a motion to accept the donation of the water fountain for Meister Park from the Columbus Lions Club.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second to accept the donation of a water fountain for Meister Park from the Columbus Lions Club. Any discussion on that? If none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you so much for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. All right, number 3, consider and take action on Resolution 8-19, Compliance Annual Maintenance Annual Report, or the CMAR, for the wastewater treatment plant. This was reviewed at the committee of the whole. This is the annual report card for the wastewater treatment plant and the utility. And as usual, we've got an A+ rating, thanks to John and his crew down there. Unless there's any questions from the council, I'll entertain a motion to approve Resolution 8-19, the CMAR.
Motion to approve the resolution number 8-19, Compliance Maintenance Annual Report.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve Resolution 8-19, the CMAR report for the wastewater treatment plant. Any discussion on that? If none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. That just took 30 pages out of our packet. Making progress, yeah. All right. Number 4, consider and take action on wastewater treatment plant filter room painting project proposal. This was reviewed at the committee of the whole as well. It's paint proposal from Omni Glass and Paint for the total of $73,200. I don't think there were many questions at the committee of the whole about this. It's planned maintenance. I believe this came in under the expected amount. The bid was slightly lower.
Yeah, I think it was 95 we had budgeted for it.
Okay, that's always good news to have a project come in under budget. Any questions? John Namer is here. If there are no questions, I'll entertain any action from the council.
I'll make a motion to approve the wastewater treatment plant filter room painting project. Yeah, I should probably say, for the Omni Glass for the $73,200.
Yep.
I'll second.
A motion and a second to approve Omni Glass and Paint for the wastewater treatment plant filter room painting project. The total amount of $73,200. Any discussion on that? If none, could we please take a roll call, Pat?
Johnson.
Aye.
Reed.
Aye.
Ryan.
Aye.
Tylen.
Aye.
Traxler.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you. Number 5, consider and take action on the replacement of the small end loader at DPW. This was discussed at our ad hoc committee meeting a couple weeks ago about financing options, et cetera, and also brought to the committee of the whole. I believe the recommendation at this time is to go with Miller, Bradford, and Reisenberg for a case 521G. The total amount is $133,061. But I believe what we're going to be doing is putting a down payment for the budgeted amount this year, Patrick, is that correct?
That's correct, that's the plan, and then we will finance the rest starting next year.
Okay. So we had 12,000, I believe, in the budget that's
Right.
going to be applied to, so we can take ownership of it?
As a down payment, yeah.
Okay, and is that offset in the total cost then, or is this just like a lease, or are we renting it, or does that go
That's
towards
a-
the purchase price?
Down payment towards price.
Okay, excellent. And then the remainder of that cost would be taken up in bonding next year likely?
Yeah, we'll discuss the methods as we go through the budget.
Okay.
Yep.
I do have one question. When would we take ownership of the machine?
I think,
This year yet?
yeah, I think that's the
Okay.
plan, to get it as soon as possible.
Okay, thanks.
All right, any other questions on that? If there are none, I'll entertain any motion from the council.
Make a motion to approve the or the purchase of the small end loader for DPW for the Miller Bradford and Reisenberg for $133,061.
Just for clarification, we're not actually expending that amount right now. Yeah, we're paying the 12,000 as a down payment, so just didn't want to get too far ahead, because we'll have to make a motion to bond that amount in the future, so.
Should I amend?
Would you withdraw your motion, Andy?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna withdraw that motion. I'll let someone else do it.
sorry.
You're up, Trina.
Just approve the replacement of the small end loader at DPW.
All right, I'll make a motion to to replace the small end loader at DPW.
All right. Thank you.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to replace the small end loader at DPW with the recommendation of the Miller Bradford Reisenberg out of DeForest. It's a case 521G. Any further discussion on that? Any questions? If none, can we please take a roll call, Pat?
Reed.
Aye.
Ryan.
Aye.
Tylen.
Aye.
Traxler.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you. Andy, I just didn't want to get too far ahead of ourselves and approve something too early. All right. Next item then is the tobacco license renewals for July 1st, 2019 to June 30th, 2020. These were reviewed at the committee of the whole. I don't believe there were a lot of questions there. Unless there are any questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve the tobacco license renewals.
Make a motion to approve the tobacco licenses for the period.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the applications for tobacco license renewals for July 1st, 2019 to June 30th, 2020. Any discussion on that motion? If none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion's approved. Number 7, consider and take action on new streetlight poles painted black for the 2022 State Highway project for Highway 89. This was also discussed at the Committee of the Whole. Estimated cost between $12,000 and $15,000 to paint the new light poles black, as we've done in the James Street corridor in the last project. Any other discussion or questions about that? I believe that that cost would probably be tied into bonding for that project when it occurs, Patrick?
I think that would be the likely route.
Okay.
Yep.
I also wanted to point out the comment that you had in the memo, that when we did the James Street project, we took a lot of the CSS funding that was given to the city and was put into the new decorative light poles through the utility. So I don't think it would be a bad idea to talk to Columbus Water and Light to see if there's a possible cost sharing or a partnership that we can come to between now and the time the project happens. So
Agree.
I like that recommendation. Unless there's any further questions, I'll entertain any action from the council on item number 7.
Motion to approve the painting of the light poles for Highway 89 project to be black.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to have the light poles for the 2022 State Highway 89 project to be painted black. Any further discussion on that? If none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Number 8 was a late addition that I wanted to bring for discussion here. So the agenda was amended to bring that in. Discuss and take possible action on change the June 18th council meeting date. Alder Johnson informed me he would not be here. This is also the day after I close on a new home, so I'll be moving and very busy at the time. So I thought we should bring it up for discussion. I also did talk to Clerk Gable. She pointed out that if we did change the date, that she would have to re-notice the alcohol license in the paper because that has a date specific for when we'd be approving those licenses. And so if we did change the meeting date, we would have to re-notice that, I believe. Unless Attorney Johnson has any,
It will depend which direction you go.
as long as we go later.
You'll probably be okay.
Okay. All right. I think Alder Johnson had proposed the 24th, which was the following Tuesday, which would be okay with me. The 25th, sorry, yes. 25th.
I'm okay with that, because there's another agenda item on the committee of the whole to discuss the July meeting, and I would assume that it's gonna be pushed back probably, so I think it'll all work out, timing wise. But I'm
Katie,
okay
have
with
you
it.
got any conflicts?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Trina? Okay. Jason?
I might have high school basketball that night, for kids that can't.
Okay.
I may be driving, pick somebody up. Should be okay.
The other point raised by Ed as well, that would give the license holders an extra week if there is anyone who is out of compliance to come into compliance before the licenses are approved, so. Yeah. I think we've got, are you all right, Jason? You
Yeah.
think, okay.
Give us somebody, she did back there.
Oh, okay. Any further discussion on this? If there's none, we would need to take official action with the date to recognize that at this meeting. That's why it was placed on the regular meeting, not the committee of the whole.
I'll make a motion to change the the second meeting in June to be for the city council meeting and regular meeting of the committee of the whole to June 25th, Tuesday, June 25th.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to change the council meeting from June 18th to June 25th. Any discussion on that? If none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. All right, number 9, consider and take action on claims in the amount of $159,949.59. Are there any questions on the claims? If there are no questions on the claims, I'll entertain any action from the council.
Motion to approve the claims in the amount of $159,949.59.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the claims in the amount read, the amount listed in the packet. Any discussion on that? If there's no discussion, could you please take a roll call, Pat?
Ryan,
Aye.
Tylen,
Aye.
Traxler.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Reed. Unanimous.
Thank you. On to number 10, report of city officers. Patrick, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mayor. So we're in the midst of pool season, and the aquatic center is now open. With the close of school coming about now, I believe today was the last day for many. The hours are a little bit adjusted, so 12 to 5 today, well, that's already over. And then 6 to 8:30 tonight, but that repeats tomorrow. And then Thursday, June 6th is when normal hours kick in, 12 to 4 during the day and 6 to 8:30 at night. So come on out. I think the weather's going to look pretty good coming up here, so. Just want to report, looks like the banners and the other brackets and things are going to be going up potentially tomorrow if the rain holds off, otherwise this week. So that's good. We're happy to work with Kevin White at Contry on a pumping, watering tank that's going to help with that effort. So hope everybody can come out and take a look at that artwork. Certainly looking forward to that. Want to thank Dan Elsass for serving the DPW as interim director for the past couple months. I think he did a great job and spent some time with Zach last week. I don't think we're going to need him any further, but he certainly stepped up and helped us out. And then lastly, just thanks to the Lions for the water fountain. I heard Delwood's working on his next project, so something to fix or improve Meister Park as they try to do. So that's all I've got.
All right, thanks, Patrick. I think you covered pretty much everything I was going to mention. Congratulations to the class of 2019, Columbus Card graduates and all students. Today is the happiest day of the year for students. It's the last day of school, so please be aware. Kids are going to be out this summer, hopefully going to the pool and playing outside. So be cautious of the pedestrians. We're not going to have crossing guards out over the summer, obviously. And also, congratulations and welcome to Ian Gray, our new District 1 representative. He'll be sworn in over the break between now and the Committee of the Whole, and can join us at the Committee of the Whole meeting. That's all I had, unless there's anything else up here. Ed, Katie, did you want to say anything about your thing last Friday?
I attended with Katie Legislative 101 training for the League of Wisconsin Municipalities, and found it very informative and helpful, and really a great resource, and learned a lot and look forward to learning more.
Yeah, I pretty much second everything that Ed just said. It was a great opportunity, and I thank you for suggesting it. Yeah.
I'm glad you both took the opportunity to go. I went when I was first elected to. It's very informative, so.
Yes, very, very helpful.
Yep.
Thank you.
Andy?
I was gonna say, I saw that they made their Facebook page too.
Yeah.
Front page photo there.
Yes,
Sitting
we're
right up
famous.
front.
Yeah.
Good students.
Good students, yeah.
That part.
Credit to Alderperson Ryan on that, picking the location.
Anything else? If there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and 2 seconds to adjourn. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? We stay adjourned for a few minutes, and then we'll return with the Committee of the Whole. Thank you.